What's good, YouTube land? That Word Collector here. Just time for a quickie, and maybe even a toy review. But today's subject comes provided by Sean Matthew Games, buddy of mine. It's Beast Wars Airrazor. And here's the back of the card. I say provided, I bought it from Sean. He's up there. So this is Beast Wars Basic Class Airrazor. And God, isn't this the tiniest, most adorable bird you've ever seen? Adore a bird? Bum. So it is based off a falcon, and primarily consists of brown and yellow. What an interesting color scheme. You can see the beak, nicely detailed. Some feathering molded in. You got a nice black eye. You do actually have a bit of articulation in the mouth. It can open and close slightly. On the wings, you have this nice, smooth texture up here. And all the, again, molded in feathering detail going all the way to the wings with this nice striped blue pattern on each end. And you do have a little bit of gimmick, which you can flip open these particular cutouts that kind of act like blades and reveal some machine-y detailing done in either that silver or blue. I think that's blue, metallic blue. You got that same striping as the wings on the tail, and you got these conspicuous yellow wings back here, which activate the other gimmick in beast mode, flight! Because, yeah, that's how a bird flaps its wings. Sure. You also have basically visible everything else syndrome. It's a Beast Wars basic class, so what you see is what you get. The tail is slightly posable, and I'm missing the gun, which would be right here. Here is the faction symbol. She is a Maximal. I read there's a bit of confusion caused by Airrazor, because I guess the creators of Beast Wars wanted a girl, and they picked Airrazor to be the girl, and had to change things like the bio of the toy to make it sound feminine. Oh jeez, I looked at my screen, and I honestly thought the card was on top of her head. But in Japan, Takara kept Airrazor a guy. For whatever reason, we don't know. Airrazor in the show was kind of a scout, because she could see for like 30,000 miles. Something like that. And she had a very close connection to Tigertron, the not Cheetor character, who's still a quadrupedal. He's basically a white version of Cheetor, honestly, but he's a snow leopard, I believe, or a white tiger. I think he's a white tiger, hence the name Tigertron. But they had so much a connection that they both died together to form, like, they basically got killed to form a different robot. Let me just look up the specific name. I forgot to do this. This is totally professionalism, bruh. Oh yeah, they were merged into Tigerhawk, an emissary of the Vok, whatever that means. I don't really remember that much of Beast Wars. Oh yeah, they didn't technically die. Their sparks got merged, and their bodies got merged into one, and their sparks remained alive. Oh, and then they were killed. Yay. So let's get her into robot mode, and it's very simple. Fold down the legs, fold down the crotch, fold or swing at the knee, fold down the bird head, rotate the robot mode head, fold in the wings, and you're basically there. This is Airrazor in her robot mode. Oh, and I forgot to do, the wings do have actually one more point of articulation right here. So you can do like things like this, I guess. But generally she had them, Airrazor had her wings kind of as shoulder pads, basically. Looking at her model. But the toy, pictures of the toy, from what I can tell, the wings are supposed to be like this. And you can really tell there are issues. Like, stability issues. Let me fold that. This is supposed to be folded up. Even though she has giant bird paws on the backs of her ankles, she's not the most stable. And she's very, very tiny. So, I forgot to do a comparison. Look at me, completely unprofessional. Huh, okay. Here she is. Oh god, come on. Her left knee is ridiculously loose. Here she is with Silverbolt. You can see just how tiny she is. Here she is next to a bottle of Advil, for whatever reason. And as I transform Silverbolt, this really isn't as short as I wanted it to be. But, oh, Silverbolt also has the wings flapping forward and up and down gimmick, and I just ripped off his arm. So, yay. Why am I singing the Mario song? I don't know. A horrible rendition of the Mario song. So, you can get Airrazor back into her robot mode. And there you go. Not a bad looking toy. It definitely looks somewhat like Airrazor. Like she has a head in the chest on her animation. Like from what I can see, a picture of her animation model. And unfortunately, I'm missing her little pointy shoulder pads. It's something I didn't realize the toy didn't come with. But yeah, now you can see a lot more yellow. You can still do this. Take a look at the head. It's not accurate at all. I guess because the toy came before the model. You can see some brown on her forearms. Is that bicep? Or whatever. This part of her arm and her shins. She does have a wide profile, though. I don't know where exactly I'm going to display her, but she has nice bright blue eyes. They look kind of like blue-green-ish. Yellow on the face and a silver mouth plate. Articulation-wise, her head is on a ball joint. Can swivel left and right, move up and down. Shoulders, they on them ball joints. Decent range. Can't really go backwards because of... Well, you can get it out of the way and it can kind of go backwards. Get the wing out of the way. Elbow on ball joint. Nothing at the waist. Hips, ball jointed. Decent range. You do actually have this joint right here, which I have absolutely no idea what it's for. I don't know, maybe she wants to ride a kick. Her proper knee is ball jointed. Maybe that's for beast mode, I don't know. And her foot is on one hinge. So she can look fairly dynamic, actually. Even though, as I said, her left knee joint is incredibly loose, and I'll probably have to take something like floor polish to it eventually. But there's a dynamic pose. And here's Silverbolt again for comparison. So, yeah, that's Beast Wars Airrazor. She's a cool toy, based off a really cool character. But she's just very tiny. I do recommend her if you're trying to complete a Beast Wars shelf, because she did play a factor in the first season. And if you're going for just on-screen characters, she is definitely, maybe not A tier, but definitely worth getting. Oh, and you can still do this thing. So, that's it for her. And that's it for me. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And I'll talk to you guys next time. But until then, keep it weird.